This classic Thai yellow chicken curry is rich and exotic in flavor. It's got tender pieces of chicken in a creamy curry sauce. Oh, it's so easy to make. Let me show you how. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Dude is behind the camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. You know, in the Asian markets these days, there are so many delicious curry pastes that you can buy, and that takes you like more than 80% of the way there in terms of flavor when you're considering making it at home or getting takeout. Today we're making a classic Thai yellow curry. I've already chopped up my chicken into 1.5-inch pieces. There's about a pound here. It's approximately 6 thighs, boneless, skinless. If you want to use chicken breasts, be my guest, go right ahead. We just prefer using the thighs. This recipe can also be found in my Instant Pot recipe collection, but I am making this on the stovetop today. So if you don't have an Instant Pot, stay tuned because we'll show you how to do it just as easily on the stovetop. I'm using 1 large shallot today. This was 1. My onions were not doing so well today, so I am just going to use the shallot because that's what I have, but feel free to use an onion. I'm just going to cut this into strips. I have a pound of potatoes here. These are warba potatoes, and I really like them because they're not starchy like a russet, which would melt in a curry such as this. So if you can find warba potatoes, like these are usually just around during the summertime, you can just use a white potato or a red potato. And I'm going to cut this into, I think just quarters will be fine. Okay, turning my burner on to medium heat. And I'm using a 4-quart, I think, 4-quart Dutch oven. You can just use a saucepan or whatever you have. Once your pot is hot, add about a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and we're going to add our shallots. I'm going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes just to soften them up. Okay, I'm using this yellow curry paste. I don't know what brand it is, a Roy D. And they come in either red or yellow or green curry. I'm using 3 tablespoons, like more than 3 tablespoons. Okay, adding just a couple of tablespoons of a can of coconut milk. I just want to get this curry paste kind of mixed in. And add a little bit more.
Wow, the aroma coming from the pot is, woo,
I know, it
so good.
Smells so good. Once your coconut milk and your curries combined, add your chicken. I'm just going to cook this for a few minutes, maybe like 3 minutes. Okay, I'm adding my potatoes. Okay, remaining coconut milk. Whoa, it's just a little bit of splatter.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I have about a cup of chicken broth. And all these flavors you can adjust. If you don't want to have so much curry flavor in there, you can reduce the amount of curry paste. If you want more, add a little bit more. We want the potatoes to be covered by the liquid, so that's why I've added about a cup of chicken broth here. We want to bring this up to a simmer, and then we're going to turn the heat down to a medium-low. Cover it. We're just going to let it cook for 15 minutes. Oh, so nice today. This is a Thai basil, and it is a little bit different from the regular basil that you can get, but it smells pretty similar. This is the other basil that you would normally see in the stores. I'm just going to take off the leaves. We actually grew these from seed, and they're great to use with like a lot of Southeast Asian cooking. So if you don't have Thai basil, you can just use regular basil, or you could use some cilantro instead, which will give it a different flavor, but still yummy. But I guess only if you like cilantro, because there's a whole slew of people out there who have some gene that makes cilantro taste like soap.
Not that they actually know or should know what soap tastes like.
If you buy Thai basil in the stores, they're going to be bigger than this. Mine is still young, I guess, my plant. So maybe use about 6 to 8 leaves. I've got a whole bunch of little leaves here. All right. Just trying to make it easier to chop. So I'm just going to, I guess the term is a chiffonade. Which means just cut them into little strips. You want to cook it until the potato is tender. So by sticking a fork in there, you usually can tell whether or not it's cooked through. And the oil will float to the top. That's what you want to see. Also, in terms of the chicken broth, if you don't want it to be like so thin, like the gravy to be so thin, then don't add as much chicken broth to it. You can adjust that to the right texture that you like. If you want a thicker curry. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of sugar. And adding sugar just balances the flavor. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Just give that a stir. And then you can adjust the flavor accordingly. Turning it off. I'm just going to scoop it into a serving bowl. Look at how much curry you get. When you order from a restaurant, there's no way they're going to give you this much curry. And it's literally a fraction of the cost of what we would pay for a small amount of curry from our takeout restaurants. Okay, then add your basil. You use as little or as much as you like. And that's it. Are you all ready for?
Oh yeah.
I'm a happy guy when there's curry and rice. So simple, but it really just does so much for the soul. Let's get some of this curry onto this rice. Where are you, chicken? And either you're a kind of person that just drizzles enough curry, or you're the type that likes to make sure every grain is covered in curry. I'm that kind of person. Whether it be Malaysian curry or Thai curry, it's got to be like doused. It's a bit hot, so the likelihood of burning my tongue is high. But as always, take it for the team.
And I gave you a fork too, you know.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do it Southeast Asian style until I get that perfect bite. But it's gonna be hot regardless. All right. So much good flavor, just really just pops in your mouth. The potato is cooked just nicely, not falling apart, but tender. Because if you have hard potatoes in a curry, it's not much fun. It's no good. Got the fish sauce ending. Oh, it just covers the palate in so much goodness. And it makes you, this is one of those foods that you finish your plate full of food, and then you think, just a little bit more, a little bit of rice, more curry. You add more, and before you know it, you're like, I am so full, because the flavors are just so addictive. So I'm looking forward to dinner time after my snack time on the curry.
Snack time?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna finish all of this.
Thanks, dude. I hope you'll agree that that was super simple to make. Forget takeout. Check out this giant bowl of curry. We're gonna feast on it tonight, and we're gonna have leftovers. For more Asian flavors, check it out. I will see you over there.